What's going on, everybody? It's GameUnboxingReviews here, and welcome back to another LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 video. So today is, of course, May the 4th, which is Star Wars Day, and I thought to celebrate this, why not make another Star Wars character in this game? So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so the character that we're going to be making, as the title suggests, of course, is Obi-Wan Kenobi. I know a lot of people really like the Anakin Skywalker that I made. I was very happy with the way that one turned out, and I've made a pretty good looking Obi-Wan Kenobi in this game that I think you'll all like. So let's get started. First off, what should we do? We'll go to the head, and we're gonna find, I think is it King Arthur, maybe? I think it might be King Arthur's head. It should be up here somewhere. Where is it? Or is it maybe right at the top? I don't know. You kind of lose track of where all the pieces are. I should find it in a second. Hang on. There it is. Right, so, oh yeah, King Arthur Pendragon, that's right. So we want that head, then we want to go to hair, and we want to go all the way to the top to the comb over, and we're going to match it with the beard, which is this color right here. I'm basically going for, you know, a kind of recreation of what he looks like in LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens. So this is very much a recreation of the official LEGO Obi-Wan Kenobi minifigure, at least the most up-to-date version of it. Now then, once you've done that, you want to go to body, and you want to find ego. Now obviously with this piece you're going to need the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 DLC pack. I don't think there's really anything else I could find in the Customiser that looked this good, so really you do need that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 DLC if you want to be able to make a pretty decent looking Obi-Wan Kenobi in this game. I mean, I guess if you wanted to, if you're not that bothered, you could just do that. That's the only reason, like, that's the only way I can think of, besides using that DLC piece. But yeah, really, this is the best way to do it, unfortunately. So I'll just go back to that real quick. There it is. Alright. Now then, once you've done that, so the thing is with this piece is it's a very different color to all the other sand-like colors in this Customiser. So you have to choose another piece. You can't choose a color, because if you'll see here, we go here or here, it's not fully matching it. And obviously you can choose the eagle arms, which are right here, but it's got all this detail and we don't want any of that. So what I go for is actually Spider-Man Noirs. It does have these black lines on them, but it still looks good. So yeah, I like them. So we're gonna go with them. Then for the hands, we're gonna make them the same skin tone. Make sure it's both of them, of course. Then for the hips and the legs, I just made them this darker tanned kind of color here, this sand-like color. And then again, there we go. Pretty cool. Now, obviously, with Obi-Wan Kenobi, he's had a lot of different looks over the years, so this is the version that I'm going to be going with. But of course, if you wanted to, you could easily do this, and then go to helmets, give him a hood, make it brown. And there you go, you got a hooded Obi-Wan Kenobi, which looks pretty sweet, but we're going for like the, you know, the Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith kind of look. So I'm just going to quickly go back to the top and put that back on. Nice! Alright, now then, on to weapons. So, unfortunately, there is no lightsabers in LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2, so we're going to have to give him a sword. And, you know, we used one of these weapons for Kylo Ren's, because of course it has, you know, the hilt on it, but with Obi-Wan Kenobi, he doesn't have that. So the best sword that you can kind of use is probably the katana. So you're going to see Obi-Wan swinging around a blue katana. But, you know, you got to make do with what you have. Sword position, you just want right hand. And then for the color, I just make it the brightest blue I could find, which is this one here. But it looks good. I think when you're playing as him in gameplay and you're using the Force and stuff like that, it's fun. It is fun to play as Star Wars characters in this game. Custom-made ones, of course. Alright, so we've done the appearance and the weapons. Now we can move on to the fun part, which is, of course, the abilities. So, like I did with Anakin, I do have explanations, you know, for most of the reasons why I choose these abilities. So the grapple, we are going to give him this, because during the Clone Wars, Obi-Wan and Anakin did have grapple hooks in their utility belts. So it makes sense to give him that. Wall climbing, I'm going to give him this, because he did have that ability in LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens, so I don't see why he shouldn't have it here. We'll leave techno access. Mind control, of course, that that is a reference to the Jedi mind trick, obviously one of the most iconic Force abilities that Obi-Wan has, so, you know, we got to give him that. Magic, I always use this as like the telekinesis, you know, the actual Force abilities, being able to move objects and things like that, so you definitely want magic. And aside from that, deflect, I'm not entirely sure if the lightsaber is actually going to, well, lightsaber, katana I should say, is actually going to deflect, but we'll put it on there anyway just in case. And I think the final thing that I would choose is probably vine cut, because then of course, you know, the lightsaber, it can cut through almost anything, so you definitely want to be able to do that. And I don't think there's anything else in there really that we need to choose. So just to recap, we've got grapple, wall climbing, mind control, magic, deflect, and vine cut. Cool. Awesome. Alright, now then, on to square. So for tap square, I just go with fighting. For hold square, I'll go with not a targeted lunge, but probably a boomerang, so you can throw the lightsaber or the katana, and it'll come right back to you. Then on tap circle, I really like the well, I'll go to it right here, the explosion attack, this one right here. I really like that ability when you're playing as like a Star Wars character, because it's like a force push. So if you see like a bunch of enemies running towards you, and you just tap circle, and it goes boom, and it just knocks them all back, that's awesome. It makes it feel more authentic when you have this ability, so I'm definitely going to give him that. And then for the explosion color, you don't really want to see the force, you know, you don't really want to make it, say for example, blue, because it looks kind of weird, so we're just going to make it black, so it's near invisible basically. You can still slightly see it, but it's better than nothing. And then for the damage, just do heat explosion, and yeah, that's pretty much it for that one. And then for hold circle, I didn't really give him anything there. I don't think he needs anything, so we'll just leave that. Now on to X. So obviously, Obi-Wan Kenobi, he can jump pretty high, so we're going to give him a double jump, so he can, you know, do flips and stuff like that, but also a hyper jump, so he can jump really high into the air. Okay, so now on to the passive traits. So for the health icon, we'll just go with red. For the health type, we'll just go with standard. For the voice, just go with any male voice. For the movement speed, I just go with default. And then for the target reticle, we'll go with... what should we go with? I don't know. Go with this one. Why not? Yeah, we'll go with that one. Cool, now we just need to name them and choose a background image. I'm not sure if this is actually going to fit, but let's try. See what happens. You never know until you try. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I bet it doesn't fit Kenobi. It might just fit Obi-Wan, but we'll see. Oh, wow! It actually fit the whole thing. I'm impressed. I was not expecting that. And then for the background, let me see. This is the Revenge of the Sith kind of version, but let's have a look. I mean, I know Revenge of the Sith ends with him on Tatooine, so you could give him Tatooine, I suppose. Like, well, that's not Tatooine. It's a desert, but it's the closest you can get to Tatooine. I kind of like that one. I think that looks really cool, yeah. Alright, cool. Now, of course, what we're going to do is drop Obi-Wan Kenobi into the Chronopolis HUB World and see just what he can do. And here he is. This is, of course, my custom-made Obi-Wan Kenobi made in LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 2. Let's just get a good look at him right here. Looking pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. I'm pretty happy with the way this one turned out. I think he looks good. It looks like Obi-Wan Kenobi to me, because, you know, that is the goal when I do these videos, is to try to make the character look as much like the character I'm trying to make as possible, and I think it looks like Obi-Wan. Now, of course, I've teamed him up with Anakin, which I was really happy with, so look at them two there. Pretty cool. I see Anakin and Obi-Wan there. Anyway, what can this character do? Well, we gave him, obviously, the ability to attack with his blue katana, which is a temporary replacement for a lightsaber. There we go, you can do that. We also gave him the ability to throw his blue katana, like that. Awesome. And, of course, what else did we give him? We also gave him the ability to climb walls. Can he climb this wall? No, you can't climb that wall. Certain walls. You can climb certain walls. Yeah, there we go. You can climb walls like that. He can do flips, which I love. I love the flips. Very cool. He can do this. Slam down. And, of course, he's also got the Force Push. And then a few other abilities, which I'll try and showcase in a little bit. But anyway, let's go fight some crime with Obi-Wan Kenobi. But before we do that, actually, we gotta go over here. For obvious reasons. If I can get out. Ah! There we go. Cool. Alright, and... jump! Hey! There we go. Nice. Uh-oh. 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 Yeah, I misshot it. My bad. Okay, that's fine. Oh, steady on, Obi-Wan. You're jumping way too high. Okay, and... actually, no, this is perfect. Oh. Okay. Hang on. Come on, Anakin! I'm trying to get him into the fire. Anakin! Oh, fine, I'll do it myself. Oh, nearly! No! Yes! We did it! Okay, enough of that. Let's actually go fight some crime. Alright. So, Obi-Wan Kenobi, what do I have to say about him? Well, he is one of my favorite Star Wars characters. I've always liked Obi-Wan Kenobi. You know, Alec Guinness, he was amazing as Ben Kenobi, of course, in the original trilogy. And Ewan McGregor plays a... he did a brilliant job of playing a young Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I really want that Obi-Wan Kenobi movie to happen, you know. I think people have said that there might be a trilogy of Obi-Wan movies. I'm not sure if they would do that, but I do think we should get at least one. I really do. It would be really cool to see Ewan McGregor play an Obi-Wan Kenobi that is kind of in the middle. You know, it's a bit Ewan McGregor, but it's also a bit Alec Guinness. Probably more Alec Guinness than Ewan McGregor, but that would be super cool. I would really love to see that. I mean, there's these cool photoshopped images online of people combining Alec Guinness's face with Ewan McGregor, and it looks really, like, accurate. Like, they look so alike. It's crazy. So, yeah, I would love to see that. I mean, I think it is happening, because I think there was like an article not long ago released where it said that they found a director or a writer for the film or something. It just hasn't been publicly announced by Disney that they're doing an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, but I think it is definitely happening. I hope so. I really do, because, you know, you got to think we've got Solo, a Star Wars story coming out this year, which I think looks a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. And then next year we're getting Star Wars Episode 9. What's after that? I mean, I'd like to think it's going to be Obi-Wan. I really, really hope it is. That would be sweet. I don't think Star Wars Celebration is going to be this year. I think, yeah, I think they announced it's next year instead. So hopefully at Star Wars Celebration, they will announce the Obi-Wan Kenobi for real, and Ewan McGregor will come on stage, and everyone will be happy. You know, even for people that don't like the prequels, they want, you know, an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, because Ewan McGregor is just brilliant in that role, and to see more of him, a whole movie about that character would be amazing. He was definitely my favorite thing about the prequels. Definitely. Alright. Use the Force! Oh, maybe not then. These skeletons are still really, like, weird. Sometimes they move, sometimes they don't, sometimes they attack you, sometimes they don't. It really depends on how they feel. You know, maybe they're not in a violent mood. Okay, so we got rid of that skeleton. That's awesome. Now then, let's jump right here. Because there is, like, this object over here that lets me use magic, which is basically our way of using the Force, and it's just cool to showcase that when I make a Star Wars character. So we'll just quickly jump up here. There we go. And one more. Nice! So it's this golf course here. It's an alien golf course on... is it Hala? I think it's Hala. Yeah, Hala, yeah. Yeah, okay. So what you do is you destroy this box, and then you hold circle. And then it uses the Force. Awesome. It's just a cool little thing, but yeah. Hey. I always like to show that when I make a Star Wars character. Okay, where should we go next? Egypt? Let's see if we can go to Egypt. Whoa! I know Obi-Wan Kenobi doesn't jump around like the Hulk in the movies, but it's a hyper jump and he can jump high, so yeah. Plus it allows me to get around much easier. Then again, I guess I should give him a spaceship. That seems more appropriate. But what we'll do is we'll take care of these bad guys real quick. How many can I take out with this Force push ability? Let me see. Okay, just one. Oh, he's picked him up. Take that. Wow, he can take some hits, can't he? Yeah. Oh, you want to fight? Come on then. Oh, that was a cool combo. He's like, yeah, what an awesome combo. Slash, slash, boom. Very cool. Okay, so let's actually give Kenobi a spaceship of some kind. Alright. What have we got? That's... Nah, I don't like that one. I mean, I don't not like it, but I don't like that one for Obi-Wan Kenobi. And we'll just give him the Milano. Why not? I love the Milano. It's awesome. Look at that. That's a really cool Lego set. Like, they did a really good job on that one. Look at it. Oh, that's so cool. And, of course, you can shoot while flying it, which is amazing. Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Milano. Only in LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. I think it'd be great if with the next Customiser, because like I say in my videos, you know, this Customiser for LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2, it's good, but it's going to evolve with each LEGO game, and we're going to see it improve. I think it'd be great if the next Customiser that is featured in a LEGO game has, like, lighting textures or something you could add to your weapons. So, like, let's say, for example, you do choose a sword.
Thanks.
You could add a glowing effect to it. So... You're making a Star Wars character, you choose a sword, you choose a blue glow to add to the weapon, and then it looks more like a lightsaber instead of... Where is he sitting there? That was weird. I think that would be pretty cool. It would allow you even more customization over the weapons and things like that. It's a shame that it still hasn't been fixed to allow you to dual wield pistols or like any guns properly, because I tried that before and it's still a bit glitchy, unfortunately. But hopefully that'll get fixed before they stop, you know, updating this game. Like maybe after the Ant-Man and the Wasp DLC comes out or something, which I would imagine will be in June, or is it July? I can't remember. I can't remember when Ant-Man and the Wasp comes out, but it's very soon, isn't it? It's very soon. So yeah, I'm sure they'll fix it by then, hopefully. Or no, I don't know, we'll see. But I am looking forward to the Ant-Man and the Wasp DLC. That should be awesome. I have yet to play the Runaways and Avengers Infinity War packs, but I'll have to get around to doing that at some point. Whoa! I did not mean to do that. My bad. I mean, this tutorial shows you how to make Obi-Wan Kenobi, but let's be honest, you could easily make a bunch of other Jedis if you just changed the head and the hair and the lightsaber color and things like that. You could easily make a bunch of other ones. If you guys would like to see tutorials on them, I'll definitely consider it, but it's pretty easy. I don't like to do, you know, just easy tutorials. I like to make ones that are fun to showcase. You know, if it's easy and it's like, oh yeah, you can make that by just taking this piece and that piece, fair enough, but I like it when, you know, I can look through all the customizer pieces and eventually work out something that, you know, it takes a bit of thinking. It takes some thinking to work out how to make it. I mean, Obi-Wan Kenobi was fairly easy. You know, as soon as I saw that ego piece, I wanted to make Obi-Wan Kenobi, but, yeah. What I mean is just making a bunch of Jedis with the same pieces just seems a bit, I don't know, just a bit unnecessary. Like, but feel free to do it on your own game, of course. You know, if you want to make Mace Windu or something, that'd be pretty easy.
Looks like.
However, in saying that, I would love to make more Star Wars characters if I can. I'm always looking into seeing if I can make other Star Wars characters. You know, I would like to try and make Han Solo maybe next, obviously because the movie's coming out. That might be possible, that might not be possible. I haven't really tried, but it'd be really cool because, of course, you can have a gun and you could make it shoot red just like his blaster or something. Like, that would be pretty sweet. Does his blaster shoot red? I think it did in LEGO Star Wars, but you know what I mean. Like, you have a lot of control over that kind of stuff in this game, which is great. So if I can make Han Solo, then I'll definitely try.
Think you can beat my record? You're welcome to try.
even though I got a few of the powers and things wrong for Kylo Ren, design-wise, I think I did a good job. I think he looked just like Kylo Ren, so I was happy with that one. So far, I'm happy with all the Star Wars characters I've made. You know, I get a lot of comments from people saying, can you make this character and this costume and that costume? And I really appreciate the requests. You know, I can't promise that I'll do every single one. I can consider them, but I can't promise that they're going to get made. But I get some requests to make certain characters and costumes, and they're just not possible. Like, I know you guys have been really wanting me to make Iron Spider, of course, Peter's new suit from Avengers Infinity War, and I've tried making that suit so many times, and it just never turns out good enough. And if it doesn't turn out good enough, I don't see the point in showing it. It looks nothing like it. Every time I've made it, I can never make it look good enough. So I just don't bother showing it. But I was proud of my human spider video I did yesterday. I thought that looked good. You know, it'd be great if I could choose a different piece besides the ninja hood, but the ninja hood still looks cool. Oh, nice.
Public eye response times are pretty shocking, huh?
The only time I've really made a character that doesn't look great, but I kind of had to make him anyway, was when I made the Fantastic Four, because I thought, you know, I did Reed, Sue, Johnny, I have to do Ben, and even though the thing turned out terribly, I had to do it. I just had to make him, so, yeah. I really do not like that design, but I had to do it. I just had to, because you can't make the Fantastic 3, you have to make the Fantastic 4. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, I think we will find a few more bad guys, and then we'll call it a day. But, yeah, like I said, I'm happy with the way Obi-Wan Kenobi turned out. He looks pretty cool, and like I showed at the beginning of the video, you could easily make him with a hoodie and a cape and stuff like that. It's entirely up to you, really. This is just a tutorial on how to make his appearance from Revenge of the Sith, basically. Take that! Nice.
Thank goodness you came along.
Another criminal in the back.
It's actually kind of cool fighting aliens and stuff like that. I mean, I guess you could consider Kang's minions as aliens, so yeah, it kind of fits the whole Star Wars characters we've got going at the minute. Whoa! No, 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 no! That's not how it ended. Ah! No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let me jump back. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do either. I could swim underwater. Look at that. I haven't actually been in this corner of the water before. I love how detailed they went with the underwater sections of this game. It's really cool. I really, really hope that we see this in all LEGO games from now on, like an underwater section, because it's just awesome being able to swim underwater in this game. It's one of my favorite things about it. Being able to swim underwater is just... It's... Any game that lets you do that gets bonus points for me, because it's just cool. I mean, games nowadays, when they let you swim underwater, they go into so much detail down there, and it's just... It's gorgeous. It's just so enjoyable and relaxing to be able to swim under these areas, and I think they did a great job with Lumiria in this game, so yeah, I really do hope we see more of that in future LEGO titles. I'm not sure if we'll see it in LEGO The Incredibles, but I really hope we do. I think, what's that character called from the first one? When they're showing, you know, all the... When Edna's going on about... Edna Mode, when she's going on about all the characters... All the heroes that died because of their capes, you know, down to their capes. She mentions, I think, a hero called Splashdown, and I think he's like the Incredibles kind of version of Aquaman. So it'd be really cool if you could like play as him in LEGO The Incredibles and actually dive underwater and stuff like that. That would be awesome. But, you know, we'll have to see. I really do hope we get some more news on that game soon, because it's been, I think, 2 weeks since the last trailer, which is understandable. I mean, you can't sit around making trailers all the time. You've got to make the game itself, but I'm just so excited for LEGO The Incredibles, and I just need to see more about that game, because it's going to be awesome. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed watching it as much as I've enjoyed making it. You know, Obi-Wan Kenobi, I'm pretty happy with the way he turned out. Same goes for Anakin, and like I said, Kylo Ren too. And if I come up with any other ways to make other Star Wars characters, then I'll definitely showcase them in another video. Anyway guys, as always, I want to thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for lots more videos real soon, and as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.